Okay, we're going to do some more moves now. This I call the turnaround shot. Okay, so let's say right here's the goal, right to my right, immediate right, 90 degrees to the ball is the goal. So now what you do is if there's the right-footed, you take the ball and you pull it back behind like that, but you don't spin with the ball. You go the opposite direction. Okay, so you pull it back and then you turn around this way, and when you come around you hit it, and you do all this in one motion. Okay, now I'm facing the other direction. Now the goal's, if that's the goal, it's on my left shoulder, 90 degrees. So now you want to do it with your left foot. Okay, so I'm going to take the ball, roll it backwards, and then I'm going to spin to my right and kick it with my left foot, all in one motion. That wasn't so great, but you can see what I'm trying to do. I'm holding the camera at the same time. Okay, now we're going to do it right-footed. Pull the ball back. Okay, the trick to this is to spin in the opposite direction as you're pulling the ball. Like normally you'd go like this and you turn with the ball. Okay, but you don't do that. You go like this and you turn away from the ball. And what you're also doing is you're shielding the ball from the defender. Okay, so I'm going to do it left-footed. Here, I'm going to try to get a good one here. Okay, pull it back, spin around, boom. Do a few more. Pull it back, spin around. There's a good one. You want to do it all in a nice smooth spin motion. Okay, right-footed. Pull it back. I want to flip over. Okay, one more time, right-footed. God. Okay, I got the ball. I'm in front of the goal. The goal's on my right side. Pull it back with my right foot. Spin around. Boom. You have to practice this a few times to get what I'm meaning. I don't know if this video is doing any justice to it. Let's do it left foot. Okay, pull it back, spin around, boom. You want to do it in a flash really quick. Okay, I'm going to hold off on that move now. Okay, here's something I like to do. You should put your foot on top of the ball of your foot on top of the ball. And you pull it this way, keep your foot on the ball, and then scoot it the other way. Do that better. Okay, there's what it is. You pull it outside and then you flip it real quick the other way. Pull it outside, flip it the other way. Pull it outside, flip it the other way. Put your foot on top of the ball. Just, you want to put your foot just that much, like that much. So you give it a little fake, get the guy going, and then you flip it. And your foot's always on the ball. There you go. Pretty simple. Do it. Try to do a good one here. Whoops. Try to do a good one here. There it is. Very simple. Everything's simple. And then you want to do this while you're running. While you're running, it's fun. You do it pull it outside, flip it in. Pull it outside, flip it in. There it is. Pull it outside, flip it in. Pull it outside, flip it in. Pull it outside, flip it in. Okay, now do this without looking at the ball. So important. Now I'm going to fully concentrate on the ball, but my eyeballs are not looking at it. Okay, it's just peripheral vision, but I'm concentrating on the ball. See that? I'm doing this without looking at the ball at all. I'm concentrating on it. Very important. Okay. Now I'm going to just do a little bit of talking here. If you've watched it so far, you're probably going, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, but I'll tell you about football or soccer, whatever you want to call it. It's different than other sports. Football, American football, there's a play, everybody stops, stands around, gets angry, does whatever they want, and then there's a play for a few seconds. Baseball, same way. Everybody stands around. They can have a little hussy fit, get angry, throw a bat. They made a bad play or something. And there's a lot of break time in between plays. Basketball is a little bit more flowing, but there's so many penalties and timeouts and everything. There's all this time where people can sit around, stand there, not do anything. In soccer, football, it goes always, keeps going. And if you make a bad play and you stop to get angry at yourself, it's not good. You just keep going. If you want to dribble. If you lose the ball, get back on the ball twice as fast and get it back. So anyway, soccer player just walked by me. So, and here's the important thing I want to talk about. If you think about, you're playing in a game for 90 minutes. If you're playing in a game for 90 minutes, here's a good thing to do. While I'm talking, I'm going to just do something here. This is inside, outside with one foot. There's 90 minutes in a game. And even if you're a player who gets the ball a lot, how many minutes of the game is it that you actually have the ball at your feet doing something? What, 3, 4, 5 minutes total out of 90? So, there's a huge percentage of time, 85, 95% of the time, you don't have the ball. And what are you doing? You need to always be thinking, if I get the ball right now, where will I put it? Who will I give it to? What's a good play? 10 seconds later, you think about it. Right now, the whole game's changed. You know, everybody's running around. There's balls on the other side of the field now. Where will you put the ball if you get it? When I get the ball, what will I do with it? And so now, when you get the ball, you've already had it figured out. And you look like a super smart genius player because you thought about it beforehand. your options, where you're going to put it. And so it's a mental thing to always be thinking, if I get the ball right now, what would I do with it? What's the best play? And when you get the ball, do that if you can, or go to option 2 or 3, but always think about that. When you have the ball, what will you do with it? And so here's some tricks. I like to play at Green Lake a lot. At least I did. And one time I played for 6 hours straight. And it's people from all different countries out there. It's a park in Seattle where they have a big grass field, and it's really fun. Everybody's from a different country. You don't know where they're from. It doesn't matter. And people will sit down, talk, take a break, and then go and play. No referees. And goals, doesn't matter. You score a goal. They don't have goalies. They aren't big goals. It's just a pickup game. And if you do something good, everybody will applaud. They'll clap. And then you know you did something good. That's kind of like what the goal is. But you can just play. Everybody has fun. And hold on a sec. So, what I'll do is I'll go up to a player, somebody on my team, and I'll say, hey dude, I'm going to pass you the ball 5 times in a row, okay? So be ready for it. And the guy will say, yeah, okay, sounds good. And so I do it. And it's fun. It's like, hey, here it comes. The guy's ready for it and everything. And then I'll go up to someone else. Hey, dude, I'm going to pass the ball to you 5 times in a row. Be ready for it. Okay. And they're like all happy. Yeah, sure. So then I do it. Maybe not all the time. Maybe in the play it's like a stupid idea at some time, but I will try and get it to them. And that's part of the mental thing where, you're thinking about what you're going to do before you get the ball. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pass it to like one guy 5 times in a row. It's just kind of a fun thing to do. And I'll also say, don't tell anybody I'm doing this, but I'm going to do it 5 times in a row. And so try that sometimes. It really works. So, about playing on a team, I had a really good coach one time, John Goldengay, and he came up to me and he goes, Dougie, your job is to pass the ball to someone on your team. That's your job. There's nothing else you're supposed to do. Just all you want to do is pass the ball to someone on your team. Complete a pass. And that's true. That's what you want to do. You could like dribble and show off and do all sorts of things, but eventually what you want to do is pass the ball to someone on your team. Of course, if you're a forward, you also want to be scoring a goal. If you're anywhere, you want to score a goal. But that's the same thing. The goal is like passing it to someone on your team, more or less. But anyways, and his brother Derek, we had a team once, and he did a drill once, and I thought it was so good. It's the 2-touch drill. You just set up you just get everybody playing in a little scrimmage, and you're only allowed to touch it 2 times. If you touch it more than 2, you give it to the other team. It's a penalty. You give it to the other team. And this is one of the best things to do to make a team become a team. It works really good. And then when you do a 1-touch, it's like, immediately something good happens when you don't do 2, but you do a 1. And that teaches people to make good passes, set people up with good passes. So there's a talk about football, and I don't know what else to say. I wish I could do these moves better for you. This is the turnaround again. I'm going to try to do a good one. Holding the camera. Ready, turn around, boom, boom. Not so good, but you practice that a lot, and you can, right in front of the goal, you can just bing, bing, all of a sudden put it in. So, there's my soccer philosophy for the evening. If you watched all this, thank you very much. And thanks for watching.